Google Forms are an excellent resource for data collection, surveys, quizzes, anything like that. So we're just going to go through a couple of things here. At the very bottom of the list you see to the right of this video, yep, it's on the right, this one that says everything you need to know about forms. That is from one of my all-time favorite classroom ed tech tutorial YouTube channels. And he's got like a 25-minute video there, and there's some really, really, really good stuff in there. So if you're using forms, please feel free to ask me, but also that video is a winner. All right, get to forms. Forms.new or forms.google.com. So forms.new will open up a new Google form, forms.google.com. Will take you to the Google Forms website, and there's some templates here that you can click on and start there. That's something to kind of help you out and help you get going. Or if you want a brand new one, here's a Google form. In order to change the title or name your form, you have to fill in this information here. This is a test, something nice here. If I click on that, then I come up here, it automatically populates it. Very nice. This is just the intro and the header. And then down here, you have your questions. So it defaults to start you off with a multiple choice question. But if you click on this drop down menu here, you have all of your different options. Don't get freaked out. You really probably can just stick with these top like 4 here. So short answer is pretty self-explanatory, right? Like they, well, here, let me show you. I can type my answer here. But as I keep typing, you are going to see that I run out of space and I can't see my entire answer altogether, right? So if I wanted to make it so I could see my entire answer, I'd want a paragraph answer. And now I can like go down, going down a level to demonstrate. Yeah, you get it, right? So longer form answers there. Multiple choice are exactly what you think. You can provide a multitude of options. This is my option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5. I'm just hitting the enter button there over and over again. But I can change these to whatever I want. Now, let's say I didn't want this in there because I spelled it incorrectly. That's embarrassing. Boom, I can do that. Notice this little image option here. You can actually also add a picture to that question, but that's me getting a little sidetracked on some things that are kind of fun. Those are your different questions. To add a new question, you just go over here and click this little plus button over here. We're not going to get into what these other things are. If you would like to know more, click on them or ask me, and I will absolutely set a time to sit down and talk you through some of these things. If you're creating your first Google form and want a little bit of help, I should be your first call. I'm here for you. I can help you out. But you just want to add a new question? Boom, look at that. Here's another one. You want this question to go above this question? Click, drag. Boom, look at that, beautiful. You want to section and organize different styles or different categories of questions? Add a new section. But look at that. This is now section 2. You've got all these different questions here. Then when I go to fill out my form, you can see this, and then I can go to the next one. But this is a required question. I'm going to answer that. You can see the next section. Pretty sweet. Speaking of there, that's not on my list, but I am going to incorporate this because it's important to know. You can toggle on or off whether or not people are required to answer that question. You can mess with some other settings in here. Something that you might need to know is down here under responses. You can automatically collect email addresses from people. You can make it so they can go back and change their answers or turn that feature on or off. This requiring people to sign in, I would turn this off if you're not only going to give it to people in the ESD. And there's one more I am missing. Oh, here are your defaults. Yeah. So I have mine set to make those questions required by default. You can choose to turn that off. It's just totally your preference. When you give forms to people, so you just hit the send button here, you can give them a link directly. You can email it to them. You can put it in different places. When people are filling out your form, their responses will show up here, and all responses are also automatically organized in a Google Sheet, which is the video down below this one if you need to know more about Sheets. So if you just click on this, it automatically creates a new spreadsheet, and you'll see all of the answers automatically populated with all of your questions and a timestamp into a Google Sheet.